right, all right, all right, all right. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, saxophone Dave. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. How's this new time? Listen, this new time is kind of already kind of starting off kind of rough, y'all. Right? Is the new time kind of like, yeah, it's like you're waking up at odd times already. It ain't been a day yet, right? Okay. It's gonna take us about a week. Thank you, Crystal. It's gonna take us about a week to get used to this, y'all. I ain't gonna it's gonna take us about a week because I ain't gonna lie. It's like, you know, we already be up late night already, sometimes on YouTube and scrolling. Um, I like it. I woke up refreshed. Okay. I woke up, well, I'll tell you about that later, but I woke up maybe around 9:45, 9:45-ish. Yeah, I think it'll take us a week to get used to it. Good morning, Marcus. Um, Good morning, Time Squad. This is Mama Cheryl. I don't know why. Yeah, they switched it to your ads, right? Especially Hutch, if you work the overnight shift or if you work nights, child, it's gonna be a minute before you get it together. Right. All right. Okay. Enough of time change gate, right? Thank you, ASAP, for $7.77. Enough of daylight saving times gate. What is going on? I want to squeeze this in because I don't have anything planned until I gotta run some errands right now. I don't have anything planned until really rip from the headlines. So there are no more shows until 9 p.m. tonight. So I said I'll talk to you guys get some day talk in, and then I'm going to be gone for the rest of the day. I got a lot to do today around Atlanta. I'm up for the task, and Midtown, Buckhead, it's a lot going on today with overall Mother Tyesse. Pottery Barn is having their fall event. So yeah, it's a lot going on with me. All right. Yeah. It's crazy. But good morning, everybody. Good morning, top of the morning to you. Hope everybody's doing well. But you can do me a big favor, even though it's early for the West Coast, it's 8 a.m. on the West Coast. We can still hit the like button, everybody. It's 10 a.m. in the Central Time Zone, and the new time probably has a lot of people getting acclimated. But we can still hit the like button. We can still hit the like button. Is that all right? Uh-huh. Yeah. Good morning from the hellhole called. Let me see what CC saying. Good morning from the hellhole called work. Oh no, you should never ever feel that way about work. You got to try to find something you're more passionate about. If you feel that way about work, you got to find a new job because it'll wear on you mentally. Mm-hmm. Hey, LaChica. Yeah, I mean, y'all, you can see YouTube is playing with our numbers this morning. So I get to sleep more. I have so much energy. I guess it affects different people different ways, right? Okay. Um, okay, can we please hit the like button? Good morning, Miss V. It's hit the like button. Do I have to put the thing up again? The little reminder. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. That's how I get paid. Yes. Hello, beloved. Yes. Good morning, beloved. Hit the like button. It don't take much, y'all, for y'all to do that. Okay. It look like my number is stuck. What is going on? My number is not moving. It's like stuck at 129. Oh, there it goes. We'll say, what's going on on YouTube? Oh, yeah, they do this around time. They do this every first of the month. I forgot they do this. That slipped my mind. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do this around the first of the month, when it's time to start printing these checks out and stuff. Okay, YouTube, I forgot. Okay. I'm grateful to have my job in place where people are getting fired left and right. Please never curse what is bringing you money. Baby, I tell people, don't. If anything, try to find you a job where try to find you a job where there's love and light going on. Because don't sit in that like that, because that's not good. I've been there. I worked a job for 11 years. And it was truly, it paid my bills, but it wasn't no chance for advancement. All right. It paid my bills. Okay. All right. Um, what are we talking about? Oh, okay. So we have our first weekend of people understanding why you know, voting matters. Voting, it counts for something. And so yeah, November 5th is coming up. It was a year ago, November 5th, that the world changed, a seismic shift change in the world. And so basically, Top Squad, new followers and friends, we're dealing with the information about Medicaid that is being spoken about on, you know, a lot of platforms, Medicaid, and also this is the first weekend where people were without food assistance. And many people had to go to food banks. They had to go to food banks, churches. The Church of God in Christ did a really, you know, excellent job. But this is the first weekend where people realize voting has consequences. It really does, you know. And so I don't know what that probably feels like if you voted for somebody and you're suffering because of the vote. Like, what is that, you know, federal workers being laid off? As I said, Medicaid, with this Medicaid situation that's going on, y'all, the Affordable Care Act, all of it, it's just like people do not understand how serious your medical is to your life, especially if you're living with a illness, a chronic illness, you know, if you're dealing with COPD, if you're dealing with cancer, if you're dealing with HIV, AIDS, if you're dealing with hell, diabetes and high blood pressure, people just do not have any idea what these people are trying to do to y'all. It's like they're trying to bump you off. You know, they don't like the population the way it's going, no ways. It just feels like they're trying to get rid of people. When people say, you know, if I lose or my medical is cut, I will DIE. That's not exaggeration, y'all. People are going to DIE. Hey, good morning, brother. That's a bright spot on my day. Good morning, Dr. Williams. People will DIE if their Medicaid, you know, whatever part A, part B, part Z, whatever part it is changed. Oh yeah, YouTube is playing this morning with my numbers. It's okay though, YouTube. It's all right. Okay, it's all right, YouTube. Thank you so much. Since they doing that, let me just go ahead and send these notices out myself since they playing. All right. Okay, hold on. Uh, I'll send them out myself. Thank you, YouTube. I'll do it myself. I know it's early in the morning, but it ain't that damn early. Okay, let me send these out to just a few people. I'm on the wrong. Okay. I'm trying to tell these folks. And so I have been at food banks, y'all. I have worked at food banks. I have been the recipient, well, not often, but I've been the recipient of a food bank or two in my life. And so this stuff is not prime. You know, some food banks are better than others, but this is not like you're getting steaks and ribs. And can we be honest? Anybody that's ever worked at a food bank or been to one, this ain't like you better be getting no ribeyes or nothing, y'all. I promise you, you're not. Again, some food banks are better than others, but this is crazy. People really bought the okie doke. They really bought the okie doke, y'all. They fell for it hook, line. You were bamboozled. You were hoodwinked. That's what Brother Minister told us. Okay, let me just send this out, honey, because some people probably say, Tyesse, I didn't even know you alive, baby. I didn't even know you alive. Thank you, YouTube. I'll do it myself. Okay. Y'all, I got an eye twitch that is wearing me out. My left eye is twitching. I looked it up because it's happened before. And one of the main causes for eye twitching is straining and looking at computer screens and cell phones. So yeah, I've been working. I'm always, so I gotta really figure out something, because I work now. I'm doing like 7 days a week. And so yeah, my eye is twitching. It will not stop twitching because I'm always looking at a screen producing. I'm always producing for y'all. And now my damn eye won't stop twitching. It happened before. It went away after a day or two, but I'm squinting too much, y'all. That's what it is. I'm squinting. I'm looking at blue screens for too long. It's okay. I will try to figure out a way to cut down some of the screen time. Yeah. All right. Okay. It says use a warm compress. Maybe I'll do that too. Maybe I'll do that to Hey Larry. Okay, okay. I'm just sending out a few notifications. If you get a double notification, just know that you're doubly loved. Just know that you're doubly loved, okay? Twitching is also nerve stress related for some people. Well, I don't have any stress that I know of right now, Kirby. But I do spend a lot of time looking at the screen. But now, no nerves, no stress right now that I know of, unless it's subconscious. Okay. Um, yeah, my life has been kind of like stress free for a while now. Really, I would say for at least a good 2-3 years outside of your everyday life. But yeah, no stress, no anxiety, nothing like that. I volunteer monthly at a food and diaper giveaway. Usually, we service around 300 people. Good, 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 good. All right. So, okay, we're dealing with the first weekend of the Great Depression 2025. Okay. And people are really, really struggling to figure out, like, what the hell am I going to do? They talking about the food stamps may be available on the 5th. They may not be available on the 5th. You don't know what these people, I don't believe nothing he says. They're known to defy federal judges and federal judge orders. They're known to do that. So I don't put no stock in it, right? Yeah, I don't put any stock in it. Okay. Um, whether you watch it in your bonnet, boxers, yeah, yeah. I love how Crystal's gonna make sure that you get the information you need about our channel. I used to have eye twitch, try drops for dry eye. My other one said you may not realize your eyes are dry, which could also cause the twitch. I saw that was one of the causes too. So maybe I'll get some artificial tears today too, Amanda. Thank you so much. I try to talk about anything that's going on, like even if I have something like an ingrown fingernail or something, I try to talk about it because y'all know we used to have people in the chat. You say something like, "Oh, my eye twitching, it's a stroke," So I just stopped talking about stuff, like, for real. Like no matter what you say, or then somebody come behind you say what you think it is, then they come behind and say something like, "Oh my God, girl, just never mind." Okay, that's why I don't share. Oh my God. So thank you for that. You say, I looked it up and I know I deal with a lot of eye strain looking at computer monitors, or you know what it could be glaucoma. Be careful. Oh my God, gee whiz. So thank you, Amanda, for that very, very simple alternative. Thank you. It's an aneurysm behind your eye. Y'all remember the people I used to, and then I would get into it with them, and then I would block them because they were like, "Well, I didn't mean any harm." Girl, who says that about something like that? I say I got an eye twitch, which is common according to Google. It's very common. I got an eye twitch, especially people that work with computers and work, creating like I do. It's very common to have eye strain and stuff like that. Where do you get an eye cancer from, or aneurysm from? How do you get that from that? You know? Mm-hmm. Well, they used to say, if your right hand itching, you get money. And then they would say your right eye, a man was coming, or the left eye, a woman was coming. It was so much stuff. Mm-hmm. on a plane. We're all gonna. I remember that them people. So y'all, all right. So thank you, Amanda, for keeping it very simple. Like, yeah, maybe it's dry eyes, Thais. Get some artificial tears today. I will. Thank you, Amanda. See what I'm saying? How simple that was? She didn't go to, it's probably leukemia. All right. Okay, so we're dealing with that. We're also dealing with the holidays are fast approaching. Thanksgiving is going to be really, really different right now, y'all. I kid you not. Like, Thanksgiving is going to be different. Even if you get your stamps this week, everything's just thrown off. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why people do stuff like that. Prophet is a. Um, okay, what else are we talking about today? Because I'm not going to be long. I got to run. Let me see. Let me see. What else were we talking about today? There was something. I swear to y'all. I swear. I swear I cannot. I'm just debating. Should I even talk about this? I really am. I'm just debating. I just think that these bloggers now should be marked. They should be marked. They should be marked. And you should just avoid certain bloggers. You really should. I don't worry about my followers, but it's like it's crazy, right? So someone hit me up about an hour ago and informed me that the young man in Florida, the young man in Florida was live, and I went to look at the video because they gave me the timestamp. I went to look at the video. Thank God they gave me the timestamp. But it was. Should I talk about this or should I just move on to my next subject? It was obvious that the young man was up because that came to me around 9:45. When I first woke up, I had saw the email that I received. And then that video was 2 hours before that. So that means he was up around 6:45, maybe even 7 o'clock live. Did you guys hear me correctly? Did you hear me? Yes, Lindy. Did y'all hear me? He must have been up around 7 a.m. because I got up around 9:45 and I checked my email like I always do. And I was informed, you know, um, I know you're close to Larry. Let Larry know what's being said in this video. And I'm like, oh my God, what's being said? And they gave me the timestamp. And so I went and looked at the video. I put the video on and played it. Again, thank God for the timestamp. And oh Jesus. Mm, I cannot do this, Lord. I can't. I'm just so tired of this. I, I'm just, let me just say this and I'm gonna move on, y'all. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna move on. Um, this dude has devoted a whole video, basically a whole video to talking about Larry and Larry's finances, right? And we all know who's behind all of. We're not dumb. We all know who's behind this and what this is about, right? hmm And and who's putting batteries in these folks' backs. Let me just say this. Um, let me put up the email, y'all. Hold on. Go to Yahoo. Go to Yahoo. And I'm not a spokesperson. Larry don't need a spokesperson. If he needed one, he could pay for one. I'm not a spokesperson for Larry. I'm just like people see this stuff and they, because they know Larry not really tuned into it. They say, Tyesse, let Larry know what's going on here. I'm trying to put up the email, you guys. Hold on. It just came through. So uh Hold on. I don't know who wakes up that early in the morning with all of that. I don't know. I don't know, Lashika. That is early in the morning to be bright eyed in a time change and have all of that. I gotta start starring messages. I gotta start starring messages. Hold on. Okay, they said he said that he has an inside scoop from an employee friend of Cash App of how much money Larry received weekly on the app. You know, hold on, that's a bot. Let me get this gate closed. That's a bot. Okay, hold on. Let me get this gate closed. Uh-huh. Hold on one second, you guys. Let me close this gate. Unfortunately, if you have not been hold on one second, y'all. We gotta get that gate closed fast. Let me see here. Okay, you got it, Lashika. Thank you. But let me close the gate a little more, because I be trying to do 30 minutes. You can't do it. These people are crazy. Customization. We're gonna do. Listen, if you're new, I'm sorry, I gotta close this gate. Unfortunately, I gotta close it. Let me see if this helps a little bit. If you're new, I'm sorry that you won't be able to comment right now. If you restarted your page, yeah, okay, there we go. I'll do 3 days. Okay. Um, yeah, thank you, Lashika, for catching that. And so he says he has an inside scoop from an employee friend of Cash App how much money Larry received weekly on that app. And then he's talking about, he's going through how people lose money and go through so much money and talking about this $30 million. Oh my God, the $30 million, and it amazes me that people that do not, when I see people that I know do not have money, talk about people that do have money and talk, it's just, yeah, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin, right? I don't know. I don't know. It's like I don't know. I don't know why. But this is what the 5 star member told me. This is what they told me. Uh, to inform Larry and let Larry know, because they said such a claim is a serious breach of federal privacy and banking secrecy obligations under the Graham Leach Bailey Act. I have no idea what that is, y'all, but US under US 15 6801. Wow. And company policy. That's what I forwarded this to Larry. I told Larry, I don't think Larry even really cares like that, but I just forwarded it to him just so he'd be in the know. Um, yeah, this is a serious breach of federal privacy and banking secrecy obligations under the Graham Leach Bailey Act. And then they said, let Larry know that he could file a written complaint with Cash App, Block Inc., okay, and his chief privacy officer, legal department, demanding an internal. Larry not going to do all that. I can tell you that he's not going to do all that. We haven't been virtual brothers that long, but I know he ain't going to do all that. Not for that guy. No. File a written complaint with Cash App, Block Inc., and its chief privacy officer's legal department, demanding internal investigation. Reported to the CFPB or FTC if there's evidence of consumer data misuse. This will produce wow. This will produce quick, shocking accountability without having to go through expensive route of civil litigation. They say they hope they're not triggering me, No, you're not triggering me with this information. You're not. You're not. Um, the reason I'm discussing this right now, y'all, is because it's like I just think it comes to a point now where these people have to be marked, and you have to just allow them to just self-destruct. Mhm. You have to let them self-destruct because they are on a path to wherever they're on their way to. I'm not trying to be shady, you guys. I'm not. I'm not trying to be shady, but this young man, and I have to move on with my topics, y'all. This young man, a week from today, has to, I went online and looked at the form. He has to submit a form concerning his finances. A week from today. And you're online talking about Larry and his finances. 1 week from today, November 10th, you have to submit all of your finances to the state of Florida. Like, why are you live at 6 o'clock in the morning talking about this man and his life? That's what I'm saying, CC. At this point, these people have to be marked and just let them do what they do because their audience, you don't even have nobody in your chat. You don't even have a friend that is going to inbox you or text you and say, bro, you're doing too much. Don't do that. You don't have one person. There's somebody in the chat that's like, yeah, don't be saying you got somebody that work at Cash App that's looking into people's personal information. That would entail looking into somebody's banking. Your Cash App is tied to your banking. That is a federal crime. But the thing about it is that we know you're not bright. We get that. That is not shocking. But I think these people need to be marked because at this point, this is like running into a brick wall with your head. You are focused on the wrong things. You really are. It's docket item number 10 on Pacer. You have to submit that information by next Monday about your finances. But not only that, in this same video, you're on there talking about stocks and bonds and insurance annuities. Like, sir, are you fucking serious? Am I losing my mind? Y'all let me know in the chat. Am I losing my mind? You're on there talking about you got Robinhood app and you got all of these apps and you talk about insurance. You have a whole exam situation that is due next week. I can't. I just can't do this anymore. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't. I cannot. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse to. I just cannot. I'm sorry. I know I've said it a million times. I know. And I know some of y'all say Tyesse, yeah, whatever. This is crazy. This is lunacy at this point. I am. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Listen, at the end of the day, y'all, listen, we gotta move on. We gotta move on. Okay. Uh well, he don't have nobody, Michelle. He ain't got nobody. No, he ain't got nobody to work at Cash App. This is somebody probably putting information or telling him something, somebody, another person. He trust me, he ain't got no damn nah. He ain't got no damn body to work at Cash. I can guarantee you that. No, not at all. Uh yeah, yeah. Let me say this. Let me say this, you guys. Me and Marcellus will never be friends. We will never be friends. I'm an Aquarius. Once I see you, I can't unsee you, right? So even if we could probably go somewhere and meet each other and be like, oh, okay, let bygones be bygones. I'm cool, you cool, okay, whatever. We could do that. But I would never be able to unsee some of the things I've seen. But I would say this about Marcellus, right? And I don't give compliments to the slop bucket. I don't give compliments to that sector often, but what he has been saying in these last past videos have been so spot on about all of this stuff, y'all. What he has been saying in the last few videos, Marcellus, you cannot deny the truth when the truth is being told. I don't have to like him to say that he is telling the truth about this whole ecosystem. And I have been purposely saying, I don't really want to go there and address this mess at all because I don't care. These people live for sinfulness, but let none of them you suffer. What he has been saying, I don't know if some of y'all seen some of the videos concerning this recent Better Blogger collective tour, but a lot of what he is saying is 100% true. And people that are not desperate and hard up for cash can see right through this mess. The Tyesse Squad, anybody with a common brain working stem, common sense working brain stem, can see right through what all this is. I don't think none of the core Tyesse Squad, Crystal, is over there, and when people send me something, it's really if it's something egregious to me or somebody that I'm close to. And that was something serious. So I don't mind hearing if somebody is saying something and is detrimental or is something that you need to know. I don't mind receiving information about something like that. I really don't. Because I would rather be in the know when somebody's talking like that to not to be in the know, so I can pass it along to whoever needs to hear it so they can make sure that they have their eyes open too. Because some things you want to be in the know, at least know about than not know about it, right? That's how I feel about it. But I don't think any core Tyesse Squad members are over there watching that mess. So I'm letting everybody know that, yeah, Marcellus is really, really caught in this thing and seeing this thing for what it is. You have to really sit back and watch it. And if you are broke, if you are desperate for clout, if you are desperate for access in any capacity, you will allow people to use you and weaponize you and your platform. Point blank, period. Everybody sees this for what it is. The only people, and I'm sure some of the bloggers, they understand and see what's going on too, but they are they need the money. They need the money. Like when you have your own money, can't nobody use you or weaponize you against somebody or against whoever. When you have your own finances and your own resources, I never want to be that strapped for cash where I'm, licking the ground. That's kind of like, that's low. That you can't go no lower than that. Like I said, when the family came over here, when the prophets came over here and dropped the money off and tried to, I guess impress me, or I don't know what their goal was, but once I didn't bite into that, once I didn't fall into that, whatever collective they got going on, then of course I'm considered an odd man out now. But no, I didn't accept. I sent it back. The son then sent super chats. What am I supposed to do with this? Like, you think people can be bought for a couple of $100? Just a couple of dollars, and then you just, join something, and then basically you come on my platform, and now you're like basically getting my viewers. People don't understand, like when people come on your platforms, they may be giving you money, they may be giving you super chats, but they're also, your viewers are now being a part of this. That's why I said it several times. It's a win-win because they get to get viewers, get to do what they're going to do. It's like, y'all don't see this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. And that's just one way that funds are. Yeah, yeah. It's some stuff is like it's so corny and so petty, y'all. It's like childish almost. It's almost juvenile that people are being this petty over what? Over what? Hold on, let me go back. Yeah, yeah. I just want to come on here and just say a few things about the current state. We're a new week, the first week of the government snap gate, y'all. And so yeah. hmm And that's just one way the funds are received. Many of us avoid Cash App. Yeah. So many people, I have people that I say, you have Cash App. They say, no, I don't really mess with Cash App like that. You know, Cash App is kind of like the number one source for financial situations. But there are a lot of people that don't mess with Cash App. They prefer Zelle or Venmo or PayPal, right? Mm-hmm. You will always have money and will always be. I hope so. Oh no, I know so. I know so. But even with the wealth that God has blessed me with at just 49 years old, Michelle, I still am learning things about like I'm not gonna be on YouTube at 7 o'clock in the morning talking about finances and like I'm Warren Buffett. Like I'm not gonna be on TV on here giving y'all like this is what no, listen, I'm still learning about things, you know. I'm still learning about diversification and some of my fiduciary responsibilities. hmm It was a lot of people say like is that what that's all y'all got that LRL thing, but and who if you don't peep it, yeah. Hey, nephew, there's no way I would desire to keep myself trapped in that type of invest stuff is hand. Baby, listen, if this is what y'all try to do and try to become these folks are not going to be no millionaires, y'all. They're not. No. I hate to see. I've been trying to avoid coming on here talking about this stuff because my followers really don't care about the Better Barger collective. But these folks are not about to be no millionaires, y'all. They're not. I promise you, they're not. That's not even a word curse. That's just knowing what I know, right? They're not about to be no millionaires. This is gonna be a little thing. A little season, and then this shit is gonna fade out the same way it started, y'all. I kid you not. You know. hmm I don't for somebody that's always talking about facts, proofs, and receipts. Why don't you come online and discuss what's going on with you and on next Monday? Talk about that. Like for real, just talk about what you got going on. How you gotta let them people know about all your finances. Maybe your friend at Cash App, you got a friend at Cash App. Maybe your friend at Cash App will let you know when that damn garnishment hit, so you can kind of like know. I'm just saying, since you got a friend at Cash App, why don't they? Hopefully, they'll let you know when them damn garnishments hit. I'm not trying to be shady this morning. I'm just talking with my followers. I'm just saying, with that $80,000 and growing every day. Hmm. Can he talk about it? Child, can you talk? Well, that's separate from Minnesota. I mean, if it's Florida, I don't think there's anything preventing him from talking about it. While you're talking about Larry, why don't you talk about what's going on in Florida? I don't think that's under the auspices of what's going on in Minnesota. I think he will be more than able to let people know what's going on in Florida with his gardening. I don't think it's the same. I really don't. Talk about that. Go through it line by line. And let me say this, and I gotta go. Let me say this. For somebody that is a pathological or habitual liar, this is the wrong scenario for him to be in. He's going to perjure himself as sure as my name is John Johnson. He is going to perjure himself and he's going to be in a whole pickle. He lies too much and you can't remember all the lies you tell. So as sure as I'm sitting here, he is going to perjure himself with that damn creditor's exam. I promise you that. That ain't hoping it happens. That's not wishing bad luck on him. That's what's going to happen. Because you talk too fast and you're oftentimes not remembering what you say. So at the end of the day, y'all, I don't think Larry or nobody really takes this man seriously. I really don't. Nobody really takes this guy seriously. It's almost, not even almost, it's a joke at this point. It's really, really sad. You have a lot on your plate to be discussing anybody's finances. I kid you not. And when I say you have a lot on your plate, you really do. That's not hyperbole. You have a lot on your plate to be discussing somebody else's finances. And to be honest, Larry ain't never did nothing to this dude. Nothing. Nothing to him. Nothing. But buy some crowns and support his business. But like somebody said, if he did what he did to Bishop Felton and considered Bishop Felton a brother or a friend, can you imagine what he'll do to somebody else? Can you imagine? And all that went on with Bishop Felton is really not known. It's really not. Hopefully one day, Bishop Felton will be able to really sit down and tell the people, tell the world what happened. Because people just go by what happened in Pacer, but there's so much more to this story that people have no clue about. Have no clue. Maybe one day he will be able to discuss it in a book, in a documentary or something, without breaching the settlement agreement, or what the judge put forth. Maybe one day, I don't know how that's possible, but it needs to be told. So that other ministers can know, other bishops, other pastors can know how to survive something like that. I'm just saying, y'all, maybe one day Bishop Felton needs to figure out how he's going to be able to tell his story. He has to figure it out, because the world will be in awe when they hear and see what really went down behind the scenes. And I'm praying everything in heaven assists Bishop Felton. I hope so too. I hope so too. I really do. All right, y'all. We're dealing with an economy that is trickling closer and closer to a recession. Many believe we're already in a recession, y'all. We're in the early stages, of a recession, Yeah, I agree. I agree, Michelle. I really agree. We're in the early stages, y'all, of a recession. I think we are. I don't want to speak it out, but all the earmarks are leading towards that we're in a recession. Yeah, sometimes I wonder, like, am I in a twilight zone? Is this a twilight zone, or is this some sort of parallel universe I'm living in? Because sometimes it just don't feel real. Zanette Page says, saying he has a Cash App insider may assist in his own takedown. Well, that's why I say we do know he is not the young man is not, he can't be mentally well. That's not a diagnosis. You can't be smart. You can't be smart because you're doing that on video that Bishop Felton has access to, saying, I wouldn't even said that. I would not have even said that. But listen, maybe his newfound friends gonna help him pay this stuff off. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I have no idea, y'all. But you say I have a Cash App insider, somebody in at Cash App, and you're saying that on your channel live. Sir, come on, bro. Like, you can't be this stupid. You can't. Whew. I just don't understand it. Now it's like, now it's the finances. Now they want to go through your finances. You know, talking about don't blame, you can't blame other people for your whatever you got going on financially. You of all people, you're blaming everybody but yourself about your situation. It's like the pot calling the kettle, the whole dish set. Well, that's the thing, Larry, and that's what your people see. That's what people see that are watching this. These people done tried to, they done called every agency in the United States government, Larry. They done called everybody. Everybody. And if there was some type of financial malfeasance, any type of criminality, honey, by now it would have already been rectified or already handled. Nobody is going out here right now with this administration and doing anything crazy. That's why we're telling everybody, even our own Taskbar members, right now, with the way ICE is set up in the Department of Justice and the FBI, now is not the time. Make sure everything is in order. Your finances, your paperwork, your identity, all of that stuff. Make sure everything is on the up and up, because they're looking for reasons to weaponize these agencies against you. But that's what you got to look at, who you're talking about, right? And somebody else probably told him that, and then he's using it as himself. He's using it, but somebody else probably gave him that information. Somebody else probably said they have somebody in Cash App or know somebody, and then that's how he became like. But if somebody else told you that, right, then why would you then implicate yourself in what they told you? Say, for instance, somebody else has financial insider information with financial stuff, right? And then they told you that. Then why would you then implicate yourself in what they told you? Why don't they come out and then say what they want to say? Don't let somebody use you. I'm done. Okay, I'm done. Because I'm getting a headache. It's too early in the morning, y'all. Yeah, I'm getting a headache. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, honey, it's shocking that Marcellus is speaking the way he's speaking. But sometimes you can't do nothing but speak truth. Everybody can't be bought. Everybody ain't that desperate or hard up for cash. There are some people, there are some bloggers that needed either the clout or trying to chase some type of notoriety or fame on their channels. And they went for the okie doke. Like I said, a lot of y'all know they came around here trying to buy me off. That's the way it felt. That is my perception. Trying to whip me and butter me up. I'm sorry. I don't find, first of all, I don't find that kind of money really interesting enough to, you're gonna try to buy somebody, $100, but they'll put it under the guise of, oh yeah, we were trying to just sow into you. And then this whole stick about, oh, I was gonna give Tyesse several thousands of dollars. You should still do it. If God said it, his word cannot come back to him void. God told you to do that. You felt a need. Send it to me now. I'll accept it. I sure will. Yeah. Send me $50,000 cash. I sure will accept it. But there was never going to be no. Anybody can say that after the fact. I was going to. You were? Go ahead and do it anyway. Send it anyways. Yeah. when you're okay. All right, my potassium is low. Somebody said is okay, we got low potassium, then we got dry eyes, and then somebody else says stress. Okay. All right, we'll get the potassium too. I'll eat a banana. All right, on my way to shopping today. No, you need a million times. Yeah, like child, I, there those people were swayed by that, like that kind of stuff. They were swayed by a couple of dollars, but I'm not. It's if you look at it, you see how it works, y'all. Right? Hmm. Yeah, you send me $50,000, I'll accept it now. Yeah, I sure will. Okay, so you kind of see how this stuff works, Spot, when you look at it, right? Okay, the people come on the show, they talk about whatever they talk about, finances or whatever, and then it's like we're watching it. We're watching it. They're talking about whatever they're on there talking about, and then they say, I want to sow a seed for you guys. I want to sow a seed for you. And then they put out a number. Marcellus is Marcellus is seeing this exactly how we all see it. Then they put out a number, can you sow this tonight? They put out a number, and then they start giving prophecies based on people who give. And then they send the host a cash app. But the way I look at it, or I'm looking at this as yes, they're helping you get money that you would not have gotten because your platform is not built like that, right? So they are helping you get cash apps from people that normally don't send you nothing. But when they see somebody else up there and then they know that they can get a prophecy for the cash app, people are more eager to give, y'all. You have to sit and just watch it, y'all. It is so plain. It's like a baby can understand this. And so then they sow a seed to the person, right? They sow a seed to the person, and then now they got a little information, they got a little tea, so now they got a little envelope, and now they're in a better situation than they were in before. So if you have a platform like that platform that barely can raise $30, $40 on a live, and now you got people doing super chats, $100, $50 super chats. Yeah, I mean, it's enough to make anybody that's desperate go for whatever they're going for, sell whatever they're selling. Hmm. I agree, Larry. I definitely agree. They took your place, Tyra, regarding raising the offering. They never took my place. They'll never take my place. But I did used to raise some good offerings over there, brother ASAP, but nobody never be able to take my place. I'm irreplaceable. Shout out to Beyonce. But listen, I'm not knocking nobody's hustle. Some of these people really didn't have nothing going on financially before. So, if you got somebody coming in now, but the way you getting on these lives in the morning with this hubris, like, bro, you was just broke a week or two ago. Like, for real. Like, this energy you got on these lives, it's like, bro, calm down. Just like 2 weeks before these people came, usually they're talking about like, I know it's $5. Somebody got $5 or $10 or something. You was just saying it like before the people came. You was just saying, I know somebody in here got $5, but I seen it with my eyes. So now you done got a couple of $100 under your belt, a couple hundred, and now you Warren Buffett. Sir, listen, people have seen you over there talking about y'all don't want to give anything. I'm out. Yeah, okay. And now you Nino Brown now. Okay, I got it. It's all good. It's all good. But no, can't nobody. If you have something already, Top Squad, I already have my own money, right? So you can't just sway me and be like, oh my God, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go follow these people. I don't even know y'all like that. I didn't even cover y'all before y'all came around. because I just didn't find none of that interesting enough. I didn't even follow. I didn't even know these people. Also, like that, I did not. I knew of them, but I didn't know them like that to be covering them. So I'm just saying. Okay, we got 346 in the chat, and how many? 167 likes. I've never come. You've never heard me say. All I've ever said was that voice is kind of like the voice. Is okay. That voice, something about the voice. That's all I've ever said. I don't know these people. Don't get me wrong. I know them, but I don't know them like that to cover them, y'all. Right? Okay. Can we get the likes up, please? To 200 likes, please. Thank you so much. Listen, y'all. Larry is fine. Larry's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. Everybody gonna be fine. Who knew that we would be on here, the official Tyesse Report, saying Marcellus is bringing a whole word? That was not on my 2025 bingo card. It was not that I would be on here saying anything positive about damn Marcellus, aka I ain't gonna say it. Can we get 33 likes, please? And then I'm gonna get out of here. Let me give you this programming note, y'all. I'm gonna give you a programming note. The schedule has changed once again, y'all, and I'm gonna print it out so you'll understand that. I think this will be final. This will be final. Okay. So just so you know, because it's always one girl at work or one girl in the back that never gets anything. Okay. So we're gonna be live tonight with Rip from the Headlines. That's always Monday nights. Okay. All right, you got that. Okay. So let me run through this schedule so you can understand where we're going to be moving to. Okay. Okay. So you'll understand it. I hope you guys get it. Okay. You want me to say it, mother? No, don't say it. Don't say it. Just call it Marcellus. Thank you, Ms. B. Okay, so Sunday nights will be Church World News Sunday. Okay. Monday night, we have Rip from the Headlines. That is tonight. We have Rip from the Headlines, right? Okay. Tomorrow night will always be Patreon Uncut Tuesdays. Wednesday night is going to be like a night where Wednesday is going to be a day where I kind of like rest in the evening. So I'm going to move Church World News from Wednesday because it's too close to Sunday, if that makes sense. I did Church World News on Sunday, and then Wednesday. It's kind of close together, y'all. So I want to spread it out a little bit. And on Wednesday night, I'll probably be off or just a check-in. But I am going to start doing Queen's Corner and Black America on Wednesday afternoons, and it'll rotate depending on how I feel. Okay. So Wednesday will only be afternoon. Queen's Corner and Black America rotating. Got it? Okay. Wednesday, Queen's Corner, Black America rotating. Okay. So we normally do Church World News on Wednesday nights, but we're going to move Church World News to Thursday night. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay. So Church World News will now move to Thursday night at 8 p.m. So we'll have more space between Church World News Sunday and Church World News on Thursday. It's a bigger space because sometimes news come in and you need time to get the news, right? Okay. Church World News will be on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Okay. And then Tyesse After Dark will be on Friday nights because I'm doing Patreon on Fridays, and that's too hot of a night for Patreon. Let's just be honest. So Friday night will be Tyesse After Dark because it's always been a Friday night show anyways. Those kind of shows are always on a Friday. Okay, so y'all got it? Basically, Church World News is moving from Wednesday to Thursday. That's basically it, y'all. Okay? All right. Church World News is moving from Wednesday to Thursday. And Tyesse After Dark is going to a permanent time slot on Friday nights. And then we'll have Saturday Patreon. Okay? I'll write it all out because I know somebody confused. I get it. I feel it in my spirit. Okay? I'll write it all out for you so you will know. All right? Okay? Saturday will be Patreon. Tuesday will be Patreon. All right. My work here is complete, y'all. My work here is complete. I think we got everything done concerning the shutdown, food stamp, Medicaid. We're praying for everybody. Convocation is here. Convocation is here. I heard that the musical last night was a little loose with the attendance, but maybe everybody is not there yet, y'all. Maybe everybody is not there. It was a little loose around the edges with, attendance. Okay, but convocation is here. Convocation is here. We'll see if there's any news that comes out of convocation. All right. Or will it go without a hitch? Go on without a hitch. I hope everybody has a fabulous work week. I hope you have a fabulous Monday. Today is November 3rd. There is election day tomorrow in certain cities and municipalities. Check your local political advisory pages and find out what's going on. Tomorrow is election day. The first Tuesday in November is always some sort of election day, right? Okay. Yeah, I think we're good to go, y'all. I gotta run. Our show tonight, not Black America. Our show tonight, Rip from the Headlines, will air at 9 p.m. sharp. 9 p.m. sharp. That's typical in first part of the. Oh, yeah, they say usually people are coming in, so we don't want to put too much into that low attendance last night because most people are coming in later in the week, right? All right. So yeah, don't put too much stock into that Tie Squad. All right. All hearts and minds clear. Let's see what we need. Let's see if we can do for those that came by. Let's do a simple $50, and then we'll do $50 tomorrow. We'll do $50 tonight. So we need $50 right now. We need 10 people to give $5 or 5 people to give $10, and then we will do the other 50 tonight for ripping the headlines. If you enjoyed this amazing commentary, if you enjoyed this show, feel free to do so right now. We need 5 people to give $10. And if we don't get it, we will make it up tonight on Rip from the Headlines. Yeah, my fam won't be there until Wednesday. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Thank you so much. I'm about to enjoy my day, enjoy my wealth that I generated from my own knowledge and creativity. Nobody gave me anything. My own wealth. My own wealth. I didn't have to pander for it. I didn't have to bootlick for it. I didn't have to do anything for it other than come on here and be myself. I'm about to enjoy my wealth today, my amassed wealth. Where's my phone? Let me see if anybody gave me anything so I can shout them out. If not, we will see them tonight. I tell you, I just never seen anything like it in my life, y'all. People just really. Hi, Ty. Your channel has blessed me abundantly. My days at work are so entertaining now. I love your content and your channel and your colloquialisms. Keep it up. If your sinuses are still acting up, try Flonase nasal spray. It won't make you drowsy and it works well. Take care, Dr. Kim. Thank you, Dr. Kim. I appreciate that. Stuff like that keeps me going, y'all. Thank you, Dr. Kim. Dr. Kim Golden. Thank you so much. Okay. Hold on. Thank you, Lashika. Thank you, Tarleton. Thank y'all so much. I'm trying to wait for this. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, Larry's gonna interview that man tonight, y'all. That man is what time? I'm coming over there, but I sincerely hope, sir, if you see this right now, I hope you see this. When you do this interview with Larry, can you do me a big favor? Okay. So I want you to do. I want you to do this interview with Larry because this is going to be your biggest interview. Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to get in your car. Okay, get in your car, put your seatbelt on, turn the car on, put it in drive. Like just drive away. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Okay, so somewhere between 6 and 7. Please make a note of that, Ty Squad. Keith McQueen, Keith McQueen, from over there in Indiana, Chicago, all over that way. Okay, he is now, saying that God has a different intention for him with his sexuality. He will be on Larry tonight between 6 and 7 p.m. Mhm. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Crystal Marie Events, thank you. Okay, between 6 and 7. Perfect, because I come on at 9. Mhm. Can you do that for me? Put your seatbelt on. Okay. Get in your car. Let your seat back a little bit. Okay, you got it? Put the car in drive. Now go away and don't ever come back. All of y'all need to be marked too. Don't ever come back to this community ever again. The Episcopal Episcopacy has already given you your release. Okay? Go find you a heteronormative ministry or somebody that you can get up under and espouse your new heteronormativity. We don't care. We don't give a damn about nothing you're going through. Okay? Ooh, Tyesse, that's so cold. How can you do that as a black gay man? Easily. We've seen this before with these girls. Okay? We're over it. Now he's going over to my brother channel. Now he could be over there tonight. Talk about, well, let me explain. Nobody gives a damn. Let me explain to you what happened. We heard you on the Man That Laugh All the Time channel. Just drive off, sir. Go away. What you're trying to do is explain it away. You cannot. You can't explain it away. You can't put an explanation on it. You said what you said. It is your right. I don't want nobody say the emails. It is your right to live your life how you want to live your life. But you cannot tell us how to respond to your new life choice, if that's what it is. Because remember, it's not a choice, right? Oh, Jesus. Yeah. All he has to do is go find a straight ministry. Somebody, can I be honest? Just go. Matthew will probably take him in. I don't know, they have a lot going on right now, so I don't know exactly what all they'll be able to do for him, but maybe they can let you come into ANWA. I mean, they're down one church right now, but maybe, I want no emails now right now, y'all. Yeah, the story they wrote, the truth we tell. This is it. Yeah, thank you so much, Crystal. What is he gonna tell Larry, y'all? What is he gonna say? What else is there to say, sir? You say you've been dealing with this, 3 years now? And then you said a prophet told you something. Everybody believes it was Juanita Bynum. Everybody believes it was Juanita. Juanita, it'd be nice if you could come out and say if that was you. Juanita, did you get this ball rolling with this guy? He said a prophet told him something that stirred the gift. Does anybody know what Juanita Bynum said? Maybe she can clear this up. Maybe she can explain, well, yeah, I did tell him something in his ear. I did plant a seed in him. I don't know, y'all. I'm going to go around there and support like I always do. I mean, but how many more platforms does this guy have to go on and saying the same thing? And I hope he's got his silences under control tonight. I really do. I mean, we're all going to be there, of course, but at some point, it's like, sir, this is like roadkill at this point. He went on, hey, Lolisa, he went on the We Need to Talk podcast YouTube channel with that man that's always going like this. Everything is deep to him. You can tell him, oh my God, I just went in the bathroom and had a bowel movement. Everything is just amazing to him. Okay, he went over there. He said he didn't know that man was going to put that stuff out like that. Okay. He said he didn't know the man was going to put the interview out. He didn't have no dates, no times, no nothing. Right. And then that happened. And then he went on my brother Will Horn show. Hey, Smarter. He went on Will Horn show, and Will Horn just let him talk and let him get it all out. And then Will Horn did another video the day after, letting everybody know. I got a sneeze or cough. Okay. Letting everybody know that some of the stuff he was saying was a little disingenuous. Right? Mm-hmm. And then, okay, so he went to Will Horn. Now he done booked my brother's show. Now he done booked that show. And then he's been on his, I've been over there monitoring. He's been on his, okay, there it is. He's been on Task Squad. He has been on his Facebook page, just really cutting up, y'all. Literally cutting up on his Facebook page with all of these subliminals and all of this shade and all of this. Everybody's like, girl, who are you talking to? The devil is a failure. That was a post. Let me go to some of the ones that was really, really shady. Let me go back. Okay, here's one. You owe no one an explanation as to why you chose to obey God. People don't want clarity. They want controversy. Sir, you brought this to everybody. Nobody came looking for this. People don't want clarity. They want controversy. This is your situation. His sheep knows his voice, and when he speaks, we follow. Oh, really? That's okay. All right. These are some of the posts he's been posting here lately, y'all. I'm open to speaking on any platform that genuinely wants answers, prayer, or ministry. Sir, are you serious? You open to speak on any platform that genuinely wants answers, prayer, or ministry. Okay. Sir, I'm gonna be honest with you. You can pray for me that Popeyes is gonna have fresh breasts at noon. And y'all know how good them fresh breasts at Popeyes are when they fresh come out the grease. You can tell me that Popeyes got a new batch of fresh breasts coming out. Sir, you can pray for me that they're gonna have enough rice to go on their red beans and rice over there. I guess he's on tour. Yeah, he's on tour too. Everybody seems to be on these tours, CC. Was that someone outside? I'm just saying, y'all, I gotta go. Because I'll be sitting here and talk to y'all for 2 hours. Have a wonderful day. I am so serious about these people, like the young man in Florida. Like I said, he has a lot going on. People like that need to be marked. They need to be marked as, who they are, and allow them to self-destruct because it's inevitable. The clock is ticking. Let them just basically blow up the smithereens. Yeah. Not love that chicken from Popeyes. Have news, tier receipts. Yeah, email me. Please email me. There you go, right there. You want to contact me? Contact Tyesse. Thank you so much. You got it? All right. All right, everybody. Let me say some thank yous to anybody that gave. Let me see what we got here really quickly. Thank you to Crystal Marie Events. Thank you to Lashika. Thank you to Tarleton. Marion Green, Asaph. Also, Marion Green, early this morning, you sent Marion Green, you sent 1102 at 5:50 this morning. So thank you for both seeds. Seed offering. I love the platform. Well, thank you, Marion Green. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you, brother. All right. If our hearts and minds are clear, Tyesse Report, we gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Like I said, these people need to be marked. Yeah. And let them go. Yeah, he's over there like really being shady in these with these posts, Lashika. Like, sir, what is wrong with you? Last night he said, I bind the spirit of fantasy bonding. Fantasy bonding is an exaggeration of friendship, mentorship, relationship in your mind that blocks you from facing reality. Everybody is not your spiritual father, mentor, bro, or sis. What are you talking about, sir? Who you need to put an ad on it. And then you put yesterday, well, 2 days ago, you're going to be shocked to discover who really has your back. What did you think everybody was going to come out and say, oh, yes, we support you, Keith. Oh, this is wonderful for the body. Oh, thank you, Keith. Let me get out of here, y'all. Let me go. I got to go. I got to go because this is like, I feel a headache coming. Okay. Those are the ways to give. I got to go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody. Cue the music and fast because this is crazy. This is damn near lunacy at this point. Can't wait tonight. Be sure to follow Larry, and so you'll know what time he goes live between 6 and 7 East Coast. You can go and check that out at your leisure. And so the notification will be up, I'm sure, between 6 and 7. It's going to be good. I can tell you that because you can't run that. You're not going to be able to run that on Larry like you did these other people. Oh, no. No. All right. So get your answers together. Get your story straight. You need to rehearse them now, Keith. Start rehearsing now. All right. Bye, y'all.